So we might have some new plans. I think this is what we're going to do. Before, we were going to go through the canal and start wandering up the west coast of Mexico, but not too high because it's hurricane season. But instead, we're thinking about staying this side and maybe go back to San Blas and do some charter. Hey crew!
Hi crew!
We are still in Panama on the hard and the boys are sanding.
Finally.
Seahawk have paid the bill. Well, they haven't paid the bill, but they're gonna pay the bill. Apparently, I hope. That's what they say. We've been on the hard now for just over a week and they just started working today. So it's been a bit of a grind. But last week it was just so hot on board and the mosquitoes are absolute butchers here. We just had to get out and go take a hotel. So we hired a car, which is a nice brand new car, $30 a day. That's pretty cool. So where was the first hotel?
Summit Rainforest Golf Resort.
Yeah, on the golf course.
Yeah, and there's lots of animals outside the resort.
Yeah, so there's lots of like real thick jungle,
Yeah.
and then there's the golf course in between. So you get a lot of animals coming out onto the golf course.
Yeah,
We saw sloths,
yeah, baby sloths like this.
heaps of birds, and what else? Butterflies.
They're very
Oh, his
calm.
tongue come out.
Really?
Have a
You
look.
have a tongue?
Got a curly bit.
Oh no, I don't want to. Me? Go, 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 go. Ah. Can you remove?
No problem.
Can you remove it? Because the tongue is going out.
Crocodile. Well, I'm sure they're caiman. He said they're crocs, but
It's
I'm
a-
sure they're caiman.
Crocs that eats bread.
Yeah, they feed them bread. It's a bit sad. And then after that we went into town. Found a little hotel for $60. Has its own little kitchen.
So I gotta cook tonight. Tired of eating bad food.
So saved a few dollars on cooking. That was good. So yeah, back on the boat now and just getting some odd jobs done. We don't have much to do really on the boat. Just waiting. But it is very good news that Seahawk are going to cover this. That's really cool. So that's taking it back to the undercoat they put on in South Africa now. So I wish they could have taken it back more, but it should be okay still. This is a good sanding, not like the last one. Check out the clipper boats. These are the 70-foot one design boats that are around the world race. I think they've only got one leg to go, or maybe 2 legs to go. Yeah, they've just come in from Seattle to here, and I think today they're off again to Bermuda, and then to the UK. And we got a friend on one of them. Let's go see if he's home.
I'm rolling.
Oh, hey. Hi, Princess. So this is Evan, a friend of ours, and he's on Bermuda.
Yeah, go to Bermuda
So now, Bermuda. After that, where?
After that, we go to New York City.
Yeah.
And then after that, we go to Londonderry, which is, I guess, Northern Ireland.
Ireland.
And then from there, a short race down to London. And then that's it.
That's complete.
That's complete. Some people on our crew, 2 of them, the Chinese girl that you saw over there, Candela, she'll be a circumnavigator at 25 years old.
Wow.
You know, racing circumnavigator is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And it's a grind, man. It's like, it is.
It ain't cruising.
Yeah, there's nothing luxurious about it. There's like, you know, yeah, there's no stopping off and enjoying the scenery really, except for when we're in port like this, but it's a day or two and you know, we're back on it. So I'd much rather be doing what you're doing.
What?
To be honest.
Sanding antifoul, would you?
How's it going with that?
We are still on the hard here in Panama, Shelter Bay Marina.
Yep.
But the boys have finished. Almost finished. Another day. They plan to put us back in the water today. And I went, whoa, hang on, I've got some work to do. We've been a little distracted. We've been in town. A couple of patrons of ours.
Oh, you don't have to hold it.
You like it?
Oh, nice. This is actually really nice.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Remembrance.
There you go, you see these? I just did it.
You already have.
I just did it.
Perfect.
Happened to be coming into Panama City, so they invited us in and put us up in a hotel, and we've been hanging out with them and having a great time.
Yeah.
Cheers to that, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome to hang. So yeah, when we get back to the boat yesterday, it's finished, pretty much, almost finished. So now we're rush to, I've got to do oil changes on the engines. I mean, I can do that in the water, but I've actually got one engine sort of in pieces right now, so I've got to get it running again first. I wanted to polish the hulls, make them pretty, you know. This is only a once-a-year thing, it's out of the water, so we've got to take the advantage of polish. And that's about it that we have to do, but we need 2 or 3 days to finish that. So we're just going to pay the extra money to stay on the hard longer.
Then going to the marina.
Yeah, the other option is go to the marina and polish there, but then it's, you know, it's more expensive. It's $100 a day in the marina, or I think it's about 40 a day here. So,
Yeah.
Marina would be more comfy though. Bloody mosquitoes here, crazy. Anyway, not long now.
Yeah.
So we might have some new plans. I think this is what we're going to do. Before, we were going to go through the canal and start wandering up the west coast of Mexico, but not too high because it's hurricane season. But instead, we're thinking about staying this side and maybe go back to San Blas and do some charter. Now, we don't love doing charter. One, our boat's full of shit. So much shit on this boat. But they have storage sheds here at Shelter Bay.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
we're thinking about unloading a lot of our shit and, opening up a second cabin and then doing a little bit of charter. Because we could use a bit of a cash injection, you know. Even if it's just a couple of months. And we only want to do like one charter a week, like a 3-day charter, because we're still going to make videos.
Yeah.
That takes 3 or 4 days a week. I think that's what we're going to do.
That's the plan.
We need to make that decision in the next day or two.
Yeah.
Start unloading the boat.
Looks good.
Looks good?
Yep, happy with it. Just lucky. They had exactly what we needed. 2 whites, 2 blacks.
Yeah. And last stop, right?
That was the only stop they had.
Hey you guys.
Hi.
Today is back in the water day, splash day.
Yeah.
So Droopy's got a nice clean bum. And we just got to go to the office and make sure the payment is satisfactory. And then we, in about an hour, we'll go in the water. So we didn't get, I don't know, it's always so much work to do, but when you try and list out what things you actually did, you can't think of much. Obviously the antifoul, we didn't do that, so that's fine. The boys did that. And what did we do?
Clean, clean, clean.
Oh yeah, well the main thing we focused on was getting the boat ready to do some chartering.
Yeah.
So we had to empty out a cabin, and we've got a storage shed up here in Shelter Bay Marina. And luckily I picked the big storage shed because it's pretty full.
It's a lot of...
I can't believe the amount of crap that we've got that we don't really need right now, you know? It's a lot of clothes.
It's not heavy.
They are heavy. Somebody's 3 or 4 big bags of clothes.
And shoes.
So I took off my electric guitar, my amplifier.
You don't want to use it. Why?
Well, because it's a bit showy, I think, if you know, I'm not even very good at it, so I don't want to. If you're going to be showy like that, you got to be good at it. I'm not.
You're good, dude.
So, anyway, it just sort of proves that we've got a lot of extra weight on the boat that we probably don't need to have.
So, you're going to show them how many stuff we have.
Yeah, we'll show you our pile of crap. Today, we're probably going to go get in the water this morning and head up to Linton Bay, which is nearly halfway to San Blas. Yeah, and we'll see one of our agents in Linton Bay with regard to the charter and just finalise, you know, when's this going to happen?
Yeah.
Because she hasn't spoken to us in the last 10 days, so I don't know whether they're actually trying to book us or not.
Yeah. And it's not season.
Yeah, it's off season, so the work is expected to be slower, but that's fine. We'll be happy with 1 a week. All right, here's where the storage shed is. Guess it's not too full, but glad we got the big one.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like a lot right now, but if you put that on a boat, that's a lot.
I know, that's why our cabin is full of, you know, stuff.
Yeah.
At least here it's air conditioned.
It's cool anyway, yeah. All right, guys, we got to go to the office and make sure payment is good. And then you'll see us in the water in about an hour.
Yeah. So Jamie's putting our windscreen over here. Because there's a rain coming. Big rain. You alright?
You wanted to go back to Linton today. It's your fault.
Yeah. It's my fault. But it's surprisingly the waves in Shelter Bay is much better today than yesterday. We shouldn't leave.
The internet's better.
No.
I think
No, there's no internet.
definitely better. The TV never stopped once.
Really? Well, we need to upload the video, and the Wi-Fi there is good.
And we don't normally get rain all day. Normally it's just a storm and then it's finished.
Yeah.
So I expected it to be finished. But it's not finished. We don't normally have these in because this is just cheap polycarb from the hardware, you know. Costs $40 in Thailand for a sheet. And it's sort of gone yellowy and it's all scratched. So we can't see out of it very well. But it does keep us dry. So gonna put it on. Did we miss it?
Yeah.
God, the visibility is pretty crappy and just the light. You can't see these bloody logs, they're really submerged. And you're on top before you can see them. I got these bloody foggy windows in now. and we're running the water maker, which means I can't, you know, if I had to emergency I can drop the revs, but then salt water's pumping into the water tank. So I don't want to drop the revs. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
It's also pressure for me because Jamie wants to put the sail and we cannot see the logs under the sail.
That's true, the headsail blocks the sail. Sorry, the headsail blocks your view.
Pressure on. Oh, oh, oh. That is a whole tree with the roots. You don't want to hit this log here in the ocean. It's like half of Jupiter.
We would have broken that in half.
Really? But not gonna break our boat? No.
I've seen trees this round.
Really?
Big. Making a mess, man. We just got word that we have a charter in 10 days' time. We're in the middle of nowhere here at Linton Bay. No suppliers here. 2-hour taxi ride to the nearest suppliers, if you speak Spanish. I guess it was 6 months ago we put down this foam flooring, which looked lovely initially, but then it didn't stick. We just used the we bought glue, we bought contact cement, which is what people say you should use, and I just couldn't bear to put it on because it is so difficult to get off if you need to. So initially I thought we'll just see how it goes, we'll use the sticky back that it come with. Doesn't stick. So now I'm about to pull it up, and some of it's come off so easy, look. Just comes off so easy. But some doesn't.
because I did glue down one panel because it was already lifted, and I've obviously got a little bit of that glue in places, and now I'm tearing the floor. And the floor is disgusting under there. It's like rotting. Lucky it's metal, but like it's rotting, you know. Mold and fungus and all sorts of stuff. And now I'm wrecking the floor, and we've got a charter coming up. You know what? We've got Kiwi grip. 1 litre of Kiwi grip. Won't be enough. You know that I've seen it for sale. Where did I see it? Oh, at Shelter Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Shelter Bay Marina has Kiwi grip. Don't know if they got white.
They do. But it's expensive, eh?
I know.
And it's hard to walk on.
This was nice to walk on, but I tell you, it's just always dirty, always bubbling up, like, and then lifting up. I know it was nice. Maybe we just need carpet. But I've really, you know, this is covered in glue now. I'm gonna have to wire brush this to get the glue back, to get the glue off. Well, better stop complaining and start doing. This bloody glue is everywhere, man. And of course you can't paint on top of glue, you know, it's flexible and it's going to move. Although this paint, the Kiwi grip, is very forgiving. Still, preparation is key. The edging here, the line, you know, between the non-slip and the paint is no good anymore, you know. So I'm going to have to paint epoxy around the bottom gutter here. I have some on board. In fact, here it is here. I used this earlier, a year ago. So that's the new epoxy. But it's a different color. So what I'm going to do is, you know, tape a line along on top of the gutter here. Tape this, and then I'm going to paint, so we got nice fresh gutters. So this is at least another 2 or 3 day job, and with it raining every day, you know, there's only half a day that I can actually do anything, and we've got less than a week left before the charter. So look at this glue. Hard work. But always 20 feet away. Well, the cockpit's done, as in the cockpit floor. Would you believe the paint that we got, same brand, same color, is a different color? It's a little bit whiter than the stuff we've got. I'm not sure if it does that because of age. I mean, it is only about less than a year old, 8 months old. So I can't really touch up with that new paint. But we do have some of the older paint left over, so and it's definitely yellower, so we're going to use that. But right now I'm not going to touch up the transom, actually going to repaint it because it's a small area, won't take too much paint, and at least it'll all be one color. And it's mainly this transom because the boys in the yard spilt, well, they got grey antifoul paint here,
tried to clean it and it's just ruined it. Anyway, it's like got to be 90% humidity, which is making these dogs cry. And me cry, and it also makes the paint take a lot longer to dry. I just hope it doesn't rain soon. Hey crew!
Hi crew.
We are still in Linton Bay, leaving 2 days time. We've got a charter on Sunday, so it's about 5-6 hours to get up to San Blas. And yeah, we just got a couple. I think it's a couple. We don't know. It's 2 guys, but
They have 1 room.
they've only booked 1 room, so we'll see. And yeah, it's 4 nights, I think. So yeah, it's nice, and it's good that it's not too many people. Yeah, we're happy with just a couple. So yeah, excited about that. We're getting lots of inquiries. So there's 3 agents here that are messaging like every day, saying, "Are we available on these dates?" And you know, we're replying saying, "Yeah." But no confirmations yet. This is the only confirmed one.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So, still been tidying up the boat a little bit. The cockpit floor, I don't know if you guys remember, but I put down that foam that, it's pretty cheap. It was $150 to buy 3 rolls to cover the cockpit. And it looked nice. It felt nice underfoot. But it would bubble up. The cockpit floor, I ended up ripping up the foam because the adhesive on the back of the foam was failing. Then I used contact adhesive, you know, it's the stuff I think we should have used in the beginning. But it reacted with the foam, and the foam just went bleh, bloody awful. So I had to just pull it all up, which wasn't as easy as just pull it all up. It was really difficult to get all that glue off. But I did it. Had to grind it down and went and bought some more kiwi grip, which is not non-slip paint. It's very expensive, $80 a litre. It looks better now, but still that foam looked best. But it only lasts a month, maybe, you know. So yeah, that was done. Untied the chain locks in case we have to drop the chain. So I'm at 35 knots.